this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me for our monthly April 2015 tarot reading, and this is going to be for the sign of Capricorn. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, gods, and angels, please deliver the message I need to relay to my viewers for the highest good of all. And for the beginning of the month, we'll take a card from the beginning of the deck. From the middle of the month, we're going to do a card from the middle of the deck. And the end of the month, we're going to take the bottom card for the end of the deck and the end of the month. And we have very mysterious and beautiful cards here, I must say, Capricorn. We start the month out first with the Four of Swords. And you have a woman there with literally four swords. She's standing there by a garden wall and beautiful ivy coming down, and it looks like she has a yellow dress trimmed in purple. She has a very serious look to her. And when I look at this card and I look at this woman, what I'm getting here for the beginning of the month, okay, is that you need to take some personal downtime. You need to take a day off. You need to take some me time, okay, so you could recoup any of the lost energy that you've had and build your strength up again to rejuvenate yourself. You've been feeling quite overwhelmed with the demands and stress that's been in your life, and you need to withdraw from the hectic pace of life. You need to allow yourself some time to recover, possibly from an illness. You might have been suffering from an illness, or this could just be the daily stress of everyday life. This is telling us that, you basically need some downtime for yourself, and you need to rest to fully recover. Otherwise, sometimes when we recover from an illness or a cold or the flu, and we think we're feeling better, and we go back into our activities too soon, we have a relapse, and it sets us back even more. So this card here is telling you that you need to take some time for yourself to rest, recoup. You're exhausted here. Middle of the month, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And when I look at the Eight of Pentacles, we see this woman here. She's staring at that pentacle. She basically is, she has a cloth in one hand, like she's polishing it. She's taking it very seriously. And when you see the Eight of Pentacles coming up in the middle of the month, basically what this card is telling us is that it's time for some determination on your behalf and some skill. This is a moment in your life where you need to be determined on whatever it is that you need to resolve. Whatever's causing you this exhaustion here, you need to be determined to resolve it. And I can't think of anyone any more determined than my Capricorn friends. My mom is actually Capricorn, and when she sets her sights on something and she's determined, she is slow, she's methodical. She may take a while to get to the finish line, but she definitely reaches her goal. She's very determined. And at this point in the middle of the month, this card is telling you to be focused, disciplined, and, be diligent. There are a lot of things out there that could distract us in this world, and you don't want to feel exhausted all the time. So whatever's exhausting you here, you got to concentrate. You got to concentrate and focus on what you need to do in order to, make your life better, make your life more relaxing. Everybody's a work in progress, including myself, and we just have to stay focused, and we just have to see, whatever skills we have to cope, with whatever's dragging us down here. You're going to have to start using them. You know what's right for you, Capricorn. You know how you feel. You know what you need to do. You got to put an end to this exhaustion. You got to find out what it is that's draining you of your energy. And you have to work diligently to remove that from your life. Because if you don't, it's just going to make you sick. It's going to drain you mentally and physically. Let's see what the third card says. It'll shine some light on exactly what it is you're going through, Capricorn, this month. It's causing the exhaustion that you need to focus diligently on to fix. And the last card here, the Three of Swords, I really think that says it all. When you get the Three of Swords, it is a very, very serious looking card, I must say. When you look at this card, the first thing that pops out at you is those swords. I mean, they're piercing the heart. They're going in it from the top, the left, the right. It's a very, startling card when you look at it, and this Three of Swords, okay, is basically a brutal card. There's no sugarcoating that. This card is like when somebody punches you in the stomach and you don't expect it. It hurts. Okay, this is pain. This is loss. This is shedding of tears. And then this is getting beyond it. Sometimes that's what it takes, is a good cry to let it out. To let it out. We can't be strong all the time. You got to vent, but you got to vent in constructive ways. You just got to let the pain out. Evidently, something in the beginning of month has you exhausted. You know what you need to do. You need to take a time out. You need to take some rest and relaxation, rejuvenate yourself. And you have the skills. You know what your body needs. You know what you crave. You crave solitude at times like this to get yourself together. And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to step back from the stress of life because it's making you exhausted. And this here, it's a heartbreak of some kind. To me, it's a relationship that's causing you the stress and this exhaustion. It's plain and simple. I mean, when you see a heart, you think of a love relationship. It's something you hold dear to your heart. It's tearing you apart. It's really tearing you apart. And basically, you might feel betrayed by this other person. There's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of sadness surrounding them. There's been a lot of drama. It's time for you to take a break from this. From him, from her. It's time to take a break. You just can't keep draining yourself emotionally and physically and think that, okay, I'll rest when I get ill and I'll bounce back. That takes its toll on your body each time you're, stressed out. It affects you in more ways than you'll ever know. A lot of illnesses are brought on by the stress that we experience in our lives. And you have to sit down at the end of the month and realize, is it worth it? You got to think of you first. Enough is enough. I know you're too kind and considerate and accommodating. That's how the Capricorns in my life have been and all that I've known. But it's time that you say, I need to put me first. I need a retreat. I need a vacation. I need to escape from this to clear my head because I can't keep going on this emotional roller coaster. There's a heartbreak in all of this. It's not going to be easy. Whether you decide to stay and try to work it out, it's going to be exhausting. If you leave and let it go, you're going to feel lost. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to feel like a fish out of water. There's no easy way, but only you know whether there's something to be salvaged here or if it's a done deal. And from this last card, I'm thinking of it as a done deal. I'm thinking this is a situation that's just too destructive for you. Too much drama, too much tears. I think there's more sadness than happiness in this. And I think this last card really says it all, Capricorn. You decide. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back with many more. Take care.